out, guys. Today, we have as our guests the perfect food influencers, Gabby and Johnny.
Hi.
You really caught me off guard. I didn't know we were recording.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Because the door is open. We're going to record with the door open?
We are mixing it up today, damn it. We are mixing it
So
up.
you were paying attention and we weren't.
Well, no, you were engaged.
Yes.
I thought you weren't paying attention. You were engaged.
We were focused.
You were focused.
Oh, yeah, you really caught me off guard there.
Yeah, see, look, the couch is on this side. We're on it. They're in the chairs. We're mixing it all up here today. Yes. Yes.
So thank you so much for being on our show as we abruptly start.
No,
for
thank
having
you
us.
guys for having us.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have you on the show because, we love to highlight people that are doing like really good things. And
We love food.
We love food. And you guys just recently profiled our side gig, Ping Pong Pollo.
Our residency at Beat Culture.
At Beat Culture,
as we
and
call it.
we absolutely loved what you guys did, and we'll talk a little bit about that more later. But for those of you who for those out there who don't follow you, tell us a little bit about you guys, like your Miami origin story, and how did you get into this whole like food influencer shtick?
Hey, you wanna go?
Yes. Why did you decide to subject yourself to this?
I
The
know.
influencer lifestyle.
Eating all this delicious food every single day is like what are we doing? Which is very hard, by the way. Like having to eat all this food is just like
Cry me a river.
Yeah. Sign me up.
We'll bring
I
you some
know.
leftovers next time.
yeah, for sure. All the leftovers that we bring to our parents. Well, I can say that we've always been in the creative field. Johnny, actually, he used to be a filmmaker and DJ.
Yeah. I used,
The ultimate Miami story. You're either a DJ or a realtor.
Yes, exactly. But he literally used to DJ since he was like 13 years old. But he used to do a lot of recording for festivals and take pictures and all these things. And when we started dating, I was actually in yearbook and he was in the TV.
yeah, TV production.
The TV production of the school. So you could say like since the moment we met, it was like creative heaven,
Yeah.
like meant to be in the creative field together.
What high school?
Coral Gables Senior High.
Nice.
Shout
Southwest.
out the Cavaliers.
I was also in the yearbook.
The best. Well, I was a photographer.
I was editor in chief.
Oh my God.
Oh, watch out. Watch out.
Her eyes, like she
Yeah.
recognized the title. The
I
power.
was like,
Until
whoa.
this day, I'm like, I was editor in chief of the yearbook.
He's a
He says that
leader.
before he tells people he went to law school.
Yeah, no,
Like, he's
forget
just like, I
that.
had to get
Forget
all
Yeah,
whatever,
forget
bro.
that. You know how hard it is to be the editor in chief of yearbook? Like,
worked
there's
for that.
timelines you have to make.
Yeah. I still have PTSD so many years later
Exactly.
that we're talking about it on the podcast.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, let's just fast forward. We actually started YouTube before we started Instagram or any of the other platforms. We started vlogging. We spent like a year going to Disney. We had like a annual pass. And we were like, oh, let's start vlogging like our Disney trips. So we would vlog our Disney trips here and there. But then we were like, wait, if we want to grow, we have to do something else other than Disney because we're not in Disney every single day. You know, we're only there here and there. What can we do in Miami, like our city, that can be something else? So that's when we started the Instagram page. But when we started, we actually did experiences because that's something that we would do in our relationship. We would go to games like football games, heat games, things like that. So that's where the page really started for us.
That's cool.
Our experiences, going to Disney. We went to Disneyland in California. But then we were like, okay, like let's do something else. Because as much as the experiences were fun and it was what we love, the algorithm wasn't pushing it for us. So we were like, okay, like let's, try the food thing. And it's crazy to say, like, we were just talking about it today. Like, at the beginning, I said, I don't want to do the food thing.
She was so against it.
I was so against it because everybody is doing it. I don't want to come in and be like the new kid on the block. Like, I'm doing food like everybody else. So I was super, super against it. But we started it and then here we are today.
Here we are today.
It worked out. We started doing videos. They started,
It worked out in
doing
our
good,
favor.
and
What was the very first video you did for like a restaurant or food related?
I would say the Sergio's.
Yeah, Sergio.
Yeah.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah.
A classic.
We did the Sergios. On February they have a collaboration with Nosberry. They have the Nosberry with the guayaba on top, and that was.
How did we not know about this? Did you
No?
know?
I knew about it, but I looked away.
bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
For
exactly
the-
why it went viral. Just
For the month
sound
of February, yeah, a lot of people didn't know about it. They were like commenting, like, "Oh my god, like, like when does this happen? Like, how does
Also,
it
I've
work?"
actually never had a Nosberry Farm cinnamon roll.
No.
What?
Moment of silence.
I know. I'm coming out.
Are you even from here?
Yeah, exactly. You're not
coming
from
out of the
Miami.
cinnamon roll closet.
Your
I
sister
did
lives in
not-
Homestead.
I know.
That's even more of a crime.
You know what the thing is? Like, you have to wake up so early to
Yeah.
go, and it's so like I'm not going from the Gables to Homestead for a cinnamon roll.
Yeah,
You have to wait the line.
that's true.
No, I'm not done. No,
That's
sorry.
because you haven't tried that little piece of magic.
Yeah,
that
he
comes,
hasn't
you
tried
know?
it. We try
But
to
if
go.
anybody wants to do it and bring it to the studio, I'll be more than happy to try it.
Yeah, we try to go at least once a year to get that Nosberry kick.
I feel that Nosberry cinnamon rolls, they are worth the hype.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why
Yeah.
they lived for so long.
They are.
And
They are.
And can we talk about the shakes?
Oof. Everything about them is just so
everything
good.
they sell. Everything.
But are they
Everything.
Amish or not?
I think they are. That's what I've heard, or like something like
They're
that.
capitalist Amish.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So are
perfect way to-
Mennonites? Like,
I mean,
I don't know. They're in Homestead selling, those little buns. So.
and they are that good.
Yeah.
So you start doing content for Sergio's was your first one for your first one. Your first restaurant you reviewed. So how did you sort of want to approach it? Because I feel that although there are a lot of food influencers, everybody has like a little bit of a different approach. What did you think was going to be the way you were going to approach it that was maybe going to set you apart?
Oh, well, I feel like that's where like I came in, especially with my editing. I like to like edit to the beat a lot, and just like I don't know, just my style of editing is just
Yeah, I feel
different
like
from others, I
our
guess.
style of editing is its own thing.
So that's how I really
Its
wanted
own.
to
That's
approach
all.
it, yeah.
Johnny, he's the one. He's our film and our editor for the page. So he's the one, like how you were talking about earlier. He is the storyteller.
Right.
So it's all him. So I feel like that is what's made us a little different, because everybody else they don't really know. Like, no hate on anybody, but if some people they don't know how to film or edit. They didn't come from that background. Like, he has been filming and editing like his whole entire life.
I mean,
Go ahead.
your the quality of your content is remarkable. Actually, what
you.
stood out to me in a sea of food influencers from your content was the quality of the content. Like,
Thank you.
It really when I was looking at like the reel you did for us, but all of your reels really, and I saw you recording it. You did it with an iPhone,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Which is incredible. I mean, I know iPhones have good cameras, but I mean, this is like other level. The quality of your video.
That's something people have been asking us, like,
Yeah.
do you use a camera? And I'm like, no, we just use an iPhone. But the thing is that you have to know how to use the iPhone. Like all those commercials.
Well, I mean, I feel like you don't have to know to use it. It's literally the most simplest thing ever. It's just shooting in 4K. That's all you have to do. We have an iPhone 14 or 15
Yeah,
or something.
14.
It's not even the latest one. All you have to do is shoot in 4K, and your footage will come out nice and crisp.
Yeah.
No, but here I was thinking you were going to bring this huge DSLR and a gimbal and, the whole production,
No.
kind of like what we have here.
Don't get us wrong. Like, we come from that background. I used to be a photographer and I have the best camera. He has the best camera too. But when we got into this thing, we were like, wait, cameras aren't a thing. I mean, when we started doing YouTube with our big camera, and then we're doing Instagram. We're like, wait, everybody's using their phones. Like, what's going on? So we had to like switch our brains to like full on iPhone. And we just gotta know how to use it. That's just what I think. Because I can grab the phone and I can try to do the video, but it will not come out the way he does it.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. I don't know what he does.
But I would say it's, you said earlier, it's like, oh, he used to be a DJ and a filmmaker. I'm like, you are still a filmmaker.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Exactly.
because you still have that chip in here that says like, okay, if I get it from this angle and then I put it over here, and so if I'm starting over here and blah, blah,
The
blah,
way you
blah,
move
blah,
it,
blah,
the way
right?
Exactly.
Like you still think that way. Where I think many influencers think,
Let me just shoot the food.
well, they think like influencers, right? They think like someone who's there just quote unquote to spotlight the product, whereas you walk in there saying, okay, I have to capture this. but how do I make this entertaining? How
You're
do I make
telling
this
a
film?
story.
Yes.
What I really
Also, edit to the beat. Great T-shirt, by the way. You should put that on a T-shirt.
what I was really sort of taken aback again by the content you made for us, and I mentioned this to him. I was like, they were able in 1 minute say who we are, our background, how we do what we do with Pim Pam Pollo, showcase our food and our flavors in a minute.
Yeah, we've been saying it longer, and it takes us longer than that.
Yeah.
Well, it's 40 seconds.
Well, yeah, it's 40
Under a
seconds.
minute. Under a minute.
You're still more succinct than we are.
Under
Yeah.
a minute.
No,
No,
but
and the
that's-
funny
And it
funny
didn't feel rushed.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
it was like, here's Pim Pam Pollo, here, okay, come visit them. You know,
Yeah.
it was like, you got a full spectrum of you know who we were. Like when you profile these restaurants,
It's
you
5
know
Ws.
what they are in 40 seconds.
yeah.
Well, I could say that that's Gabby, and that's all Gabby, and she does just amazing scripts, and she just knows how to like knock it down and just how to say a story in 40 seconds, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are really, really good with that.
Seconds.
Because that's something that we want to be different from other creators is we want to focus on like the story behind like the owners, which is another reason why we like doing videos on small businesses, because it's all about you guys and what you put out there and your food. You know what I mean?
So actually, that leads me to the next question. What is your sort of either criteria or your thought process in terms of where you're going to go to? Because that's another thing. You have from a pop-up like us to omakase to like these higher end restaurants. Like you really have a really big curation of different places that you go to, you know, something for everybody. Talk to us a little bit about that process.
I like what you just said. There's something for everybody, which is something that we said from the beginning. We want our page to be very approachable for everybody, whether it's a small family or a couple going on a date. Like our page is both Johnny and I. So we always wanted to be more like, okay, where can a couple go on a date? But at the same time, we also want to show like a family of 4 or like these young girls from high school. Like, where can we go eat? Let's go to Pim Pam Pollo. Or the couple, they're going to go to omakase. Like, we want different places. We don't just want small businesses, but we also don't want like higher end fancy places that are not approachable for your everyday Joe.
Right.
We also want like nice and viral things. Like we just uploaded Pim Pam Pollo, and then the next day we uploaded Komodo.
Right.
Which also blew up, and like those type of things we like to do because it's different.
Right. It's there's a little bit for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you guys this. This is something I'm always curious about,
Mm-hmm.
like food influencers in particular. And of course, we're not going to name names. Have you ever gone to a place and you've been like, this sucks?
We don't want to tear anybody down. So we won't say who.
No names. We would never do that.
Horror
Horror
stories.
stories.
Horror
Yeah.
stories.
Right.
The horror stories of a foodie influencer.
I mean, I feel like every foodie influencer had a horror story, but I feel like when we do have one, we're not doing your video. Like,
Yeah.
basically. There's
been a couple places. Like for one place, we walked in and the place we were like, what the heck is going on? And we walked out and we were like, we're not doing it. Because we walked in, the place was super dark. Like the lights weren't working, I guess. Dirty. Like it was full of napkins.
Did they know you were coming?
Yes, they knew they were coming.
No, and
But
it's funny
it
because
was
we do our research before we look at the reviews, we look at your Instagram, and we do all of that, but nothing like pointed us to like
I think
how
it
bad
was
this place
they
was.
have multiple locations, so I think we just went to a bad location.
And that happens.
A reason it's very hard when they knew we were coming, but we weren't talking to the owner. When you're talking to the owner, they're ready, you know? That's never happened with a small business. But these other places with multiple locations and you're talking to a third party, it gets very messy. And that
seems
situation happened and we left. If we don't like it, we won't do it. We'll even give the money back.
Yeah, if we
Like,
don't
we
feel
just won't do
if we
it.
don't feel comfortable there, and we feel like our followers won't feel comfortable here, we're not uploading your video.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I mean, it's integrity.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will just either grit their teeth and, you know what, just go to that one corner that's clean and stand there.
I know. I mean, like I said, people have literally given me the money and I'm like, tell me where to send it back to. Like, I don't want the money. I don't want to do it. Because at the end of the day, like Johnny said, we don't want our followers, our audience to go to a place that we didn't feel comfortable in. Like we have to think about them. It's not about us anymore. The page is about who is watching us.
Yeah.
So we have to think about our community, which is what we're trying to build.
So I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was actually reading last week or some time ago. I read something and then I looked it up on YouTube about micro influencers. So basically anybody under 50,000 followers. I mean, there's different criteria. Like some say under 10, some say under 50.
Under 20.
But they were talking, what I was reading about, they were talking about micro influencers because, like, for example, recently McDonald's launched those little chicken strips. And the way that McDonald's approached it was going to a lot of different micro influencers, not the people that have millions or hundreds of thousands of micro influencers. And they found that it was these people that had a smaller but more loyal following that was driving the business. And then as a result of that, the bigger influencers caught on because, you know, maybe some influencers are like, oh, I'm not going to affiliate with McDonald's. Like, oh, you know, it's a fast food chain. But they found that there was a lot of value to that. So what has been your experience, especially, you know, you guys have under 50,000 followers, with the community that you have formed? Because I feel that you have, because just from the engagement from our video, I mean, these were people that are like, obviously trust you. And they were like, we're ready to go. We're ready to go try your food and all that. And that was just from our video. So I imagine that
we had a hell of a response
throughout your
I'm
video.
happy. I'm happy that happened.
we're so happy about that.
So tell us a little bit about that.
I feel like, the way we approach that is, well, that's an amazing example you gave the McDonald's, because we actually did a video for a bigger chain, just like McDonald's, and they hit us up and they told us this new product was releasing, and would you like it? And we said, yeah. We did a video for it, ended up getting 2 million views.
Wow.
2 million views
on TikTok.
2 videos, 2 million views. So
It
4
was
million
it was
total.
Popeyes.
I was gonna say, give them a shout out because
Yeah,
for
it was-
that much,
Yeah.
listen, they paid you, so
I don't-
go
It
ahead.
was Popeyes.
No, it's completely free. That's another thing. I was
No,
gonna
it
say.
was free.
They're doing these micro influencers because they can just hit you up and be like, "Oh, can you do this video for free?"
And we didn't think to ask for money or anything. We're like,
But
yeah,
it's
let's
not only
give it
that,
a
it's like
try.
we want to do a video for for
Yeah,
a
we
big-
wanted
for
to
a big
get for
corporation,
like to show, you know, to get more
then
like
That's
people,
the exposure you want.
more exposure. Exactly.
But yes, obviously someone up in the chain noticed that you get all these micro influencers, send them free food, and
Yeah.
one video is gonna blow up.
But
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about community, because before I will tell you this, before I had read that, I could tell you with Pero let me tell you, we've been doing this for a very long time. And you know, we've had videos that have gone viral. Like we had a video this year, the lemon lime video that has, what is it, 4 million, 4.5
I think
million views.
it's gone
It's
around the globe
crazy.
12
Like I don't
times. I
even
don't
know
know.
how that happened.
Everyone in Miami knows.
I
about
just
it.
told my
No, but
I
that's
just
the
told my
thing.
mom about
It's-
that.
it's-
About the
it's all
lemon
over
lime
the
video?
world.
Yeah,
It's so
crazy.
funny.
People commenting on it, like in Latin America, in Europe, in Australia.
It's just
like,
so funny.
everywhere.
So funny.
And you know,
People love to laugh, you know.
They love to laugh, but it
like they
it's-
relate.
But it speaks to the fact that you never know what's going to go viral, because we've done things that I think are much funnier that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then
100%.
you do that, and then it's like,
I
boom.
just think people related to that so much, which is so important. When you
Limon.
do something that people relate to, it just
But yeah, you're
blows
right.
up on
You
its
never
own.
know what's gonna blow up and what's
Yeah.
not, especially nowadays.
I mean, even us, sometimes we still question, like, wait, how did that go viral, but this one didn't?
yeah,
Right.
I'll do a video that I really didn't put like I don't know as much effort as I did, and it just blew up. You get me?
You never know.
Yeah.
But where I was going that with that was that with Pero, let me tell you, even when we had, I don't know, 3,000-4,000 followers, not a lot of people, we had such high levels of engagement, because people are like, it's a small community that grows and gets bigger, but the levels of engagement are crazy. And I think there's something to be said about that. And especially with food, which food, let's be realistic about it, can be very personal, right? That people will trust you guys maybe more than somebody who has millions of followers, because they understand the politics behind it a little bit. You know, you're a business, you know, you're an entity. So I don't know if that was your initial intention or if just organically you went there, but I feel that you do have a lot of people that really look up to what you guys are saying. To where they're gonna,
which is
go.
scary.
Isn't that
Which
crazy?
is scary and crazy sometimes. Like, since I was little, I always wanted to be famous. Like, I don't know if it was Hannah Montana or what it was, but
She wanted the best of both worlds.
I always wanted to be like that, famous or whatever. And now you're just like, wait, what's going on? Not that I'm famous, But when people go up
you
to
have a
us,
platform.
yeah, when we've had people come up to us and be like, "Oh my God, like I know who you are. I follow you. Like I take my girlfriend to all these places. Like," and you're like, "Wait, what? You go to the places that I recommend? Like I can't believe
Like we're just
that.
doing these videos.
Like we're just doing it like I
we don't really think.
Like, yeah.
But we were talking about it the other day. Is that's probably our end goal, that we want to build a community.
a bigger community.
Yeah,
We
a
want more
community.
people like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I took my mom here. Like I took my girlfriend. I took my wife. You know,
we
things
want to
like
upload
that.
a video and then people go.
People
Yeah.
go. Which on that note we were talking about earlier, we did have a video. I don't know if you guys saw the tuna.
I did. That has crazy numbers.
Well, that video actually sold out like 4 or 5 of their shows, their ceremonies
Wow.
or whatever.
blew
They're
up.
still selling out.
Wow.
They're still selling out, which is
It's
crazy.
not every day you see a giant tuna being.
Yeah, I
cast,
mean,
right?
That is
I
true.
mean, we think that's why it went viral because that doesn't exist in Miami.
Yeah.
Like we've seen other videos like London.
It
or-
does, but it's very like intimate. The way they do it,
They
at
do it
that
like
spot,
a
it's
party. It's
Yeah.
a party.
And that's
Like
why I
let's
feel
cut
like it
this
went
tuna
viral,
open.
Wow.
We started this podcast 8 years ago with one goal: be our authentic selves and make sure our culture was always front and center. It's not always easy, but nobody ever said being bold was easy. And for over 100 years, no café has known that better than Café La Llave. It takes a certain level of bold to unapologetically keep your culture alive. But let me tell you, Café La Llave is doing just that. So when you're being true to who you are and hustling to achieve your dreams, of course you're enjoying Café La Llave Cafecito. After all, it's brewed bold for the bold.
And I also think that, and we could talk a little bit about this, is that I may be wrong, but there's not a lot of food influencers out there that are a couple. And I think so many times as a couple, you have that whole, where are we going out to eat? Oh, I don't care. We could go wherever. Hey, I want to go there. No, I don't want to go there. And you get back and forth. So
For sure.
It's
let me ask you guys, as Gabby and Johnny, the couple, not the foodies, how does your dinner dates go? How do you guys decide where you're gonna go and all that?
I don't even know. I don't even know. It takes at least 30 minutes to an hour to just decide like, okay, where are we gonna go? Like it's always back and forth, back and forth.
Is it harder now that you guys have been to so many places?
Oh.
Because now you
Oh
have
my
even more
God.
options to contemplate.
so
yeah.
hard. Like I swear, I'm so thankful to the page because it has opened up like our palates, like 100%. Like when I was 10 years old, I was 100% a chicken nugget girl. I'm sorry, but I
lot of kids
was.
are.
I was not like I ate lobster
like,
or Chinese food. Like
Even in high school, like
yeah,
this was like recent.
because of the page. Like I can say like I love Chinese food. I love a good pad thai. Like I love all these things that we've tried because of the page.
So there have been content that you've shot that you are trying that specific type of food for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
Wow.
For the
That's
first
brave.
time. But it's also because I feel like Miami has changed so much. Like Miami, like it used to just be Cuban food, you know, or
Predominantly,
your local Nicaragüense fritanga or something like that, you know. But we
Shout out to Fritanga.
Still the best value.
but we weren't diverse in like the Chinese or the Indian foods, things like
Or
that.
there was very little of it.
Or there was
one
very
here and there,
little.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Around Wynwood, you see like Indian, Chinese, burgers, like
Yeah,
everything.
Vietnamese. Like, there's just so many different things in Miami now.
I always joke around that I tell people, I'm like, hey, did you hear that a new a smash burger place opened up in Wynwood? Really? Smash burgers in Wynwood? That's sort of crazy, right?
So crazy.
I mean, they got the concept and ran
crazy.
with it, and look at them
I mean,
now.
listen, I'm
like-
not hating on that. I love me a good smash burger, but it's like,
But that's that Wynwood became like the epicenter.
it's the epicenter of smash
Yeah.
burger. I think it was by mistake. I don't think it was
100%, 100% by mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But I feel like it's also the epicenter of everything. Every time I see a new restaurant opening is in Wynwood.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. They just love that. I guess that place just became so
How do
touristy.
you feel about that? About Wynwood now being not in a place, but so different than what it originally was.
So different. So different.
I feel like I like it. It's more lively. It's
Yeah.
more like the neighborhood.
Like if anybody is from Miami, they know that Wynwood was like
That if you
The
remember,
hood.
if you remember
I loved
Winwood, like
Winwood.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to love Winwood.
No, if you remember
Before
Winwood in
all
the
this
beginning, this is what they
gentrification.
wanted from the beginning.
So we're old
Yeah.
enough because we're a little older than you. We're old enough to remember when Winwood really was like you did not go to Winwood.
Yeah,
It was lots.
exactly.
Like
it was lots. Yeah.
And then by the time we were in college, Winwood was up and coming, and so
Like a
far
hipster.
that it was very hipster. It was
art
Yeah, it was very cool.
the art walk.
The art walk,
That's
And I think now they charge you to go to that art walk or something like that.
I didn't even know they still had
did. Yeah, I thought it
galleries
had
there.
done. I thought they
Because
were like,
before it was literally those warehouses, they would open them up, they would have music, they would have wine and some snacks, and you'd literally go from one gallery to the other.
Yeah.
And now there's no artists there.
yeah, no.
Yeah, the artists
yeah.
are just like on the walls.
Yeah.
It's one of those
If
things
that.
that it's
Yeah.
like it's gentrification clearly, and I mean, look, it has its pros and its cons, right? Because it's
Yeah.
opened up a bunch of opportunity and a bunch of restaurants that we probably wouldn't have had access to.
100%.
But on the flip side, then it also priced out a lot of people.
Of course.
A lot of people.
I mean,
because-
not that we hate it, but every time we're in Wynwood, we're like, oh my God, there's nowhere to park.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
so
see.
many people, and it's just like, yeah, like I do get the pros and the cons about it.
Yeah, but, I mean, and even like just recently in October in the fall, like Jay Wakefield, which was an institution in Wynwood, I think Jay Wakefield was the last independent brewery in Wynwood, right? I believe so.
I'm not gonna say no because I'm not sure.
I believe so. That they
perhaps
were the last
They went out
independent
of
brewery.
business.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
closed.
yeah, they're trying to make a comeback, and their beer you can still buy their beer.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
But,
but
But
they're
the-
still brewing. Yeah.
The,
The brewer-
the brewery
The brewery
closed.
closed.
And that place held so many amazing pop-ups. So
Us.
many.
We
I
actually
know.
started there. Our first pop up was at Union Beer, but Jay Wakefield was
I think
in-
Jay Wakefield might have been like our
our
second.
second.
Or third.
It was
Yeah.
in the handful of like first
Yeah.
places we went to. So it's funny because by the time they closed, we weren't popping up there much, if at all. But we did one final pop up there to like say goodbye.
That's a raw.
Last hurrah, yeah, because we were very thankful to them that they gave us an opportunity.
Yeah.
So actually, you know what? Not only because we're Ping Pong Pollo, talk to us a little bit about the pop-up community here in Miami, because I feel that we, because we have a pop-up with Ping Pong Pollo, we've met a lot of different people and a lot of different eateries in the pop-up world, in the pop-up community that are just fantastic. So tell us a little bit about what you've observed in the pop-up community and what you have found and some of maybe your favorites or things that you were surprised by.
Well, I love pop-ups. I feel like it's such a amazing thing that just I feel like came out of nowhere. I don't know if we had pop-ups back in the day in Miami. I don't think so.
Did
Yeah,
we?
it's definitely
It's
not as much
definitely
as we now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like a newer thing.
It's
like
rent.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like I would not care to go to a pop-up and just throw my money at you. Like, I don't know what it is, but I want to go to a pop-up more than a restaurant. Like, pop-ups are just, I don't know. What do you think?
You heard her, guys. At Gabby and Johnny, they will go and throw money at you at a pop-up.
I just feel like pop-ups are just so elite because they just have like the business owners running it.
Yeah.
You guys
And
are,
you just pour all your love into
you're
it.
taking the orders, you're cooking the food,
And we're getting to talk to you
you're
about
prepping
things.
everything, you're doing everything,
Yeah.
like, and that's how you know you're like it's being done with love.
Yeah.
Some of I say this all the time, some of the best, if not most exciting food that I've had have been from other
Pop-ups.
pop-ups. Like there's crisp burgers. I don't know if you've had them, crisp with a K. One of the best smash burgers.
We've been wanting to try that
Amazing
place.
smash burger. The seasoning
Just
is
hasn't lined up.
wild. And we have Flying Hippo Pizza and Josh's Pizza. I mean, these are just remarkable stories.
Dough.
And Lucha Dough,
Hungry Yokai.
Hungry, yeah.
Well, no, Massacraft now they're at Taurus.
Yeah,
But, I mean,
but what we found is exactly what you've said, because him and I are not. I do law and he does advertising or PR, and like we're not part of the food industry whatsoever.
we never even had part-times at McDonald's.
Yeah,
growing up.
we didn't
Like,
have
not
that.
even that.
But here you are cooking
Here we are.
the best wings.
Thank you. You heard it from a food influencer,
Yes.
not from me. But I find what you said is true, that like people in the pop-up community have such a passion for what they're doing.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's not their only job. It's like a side gig
That as well. You
That
guys
is-
are working so much. You have this podcast, you have your own jobs, and you
Yeah.
still have time and love to put for his business.
Yeah, my calendar's crazy. But it really is like top level. Like we've had some like really amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, have you
amazing
guys
things.
tried that coffee girl? The
Honeyvale,
no, the Cujo's.
Cujo.
Oh no. Well,
No.
he doesn't do coffee.
She's by here too. She's by on
What
Bird
is it called?
Road.
Cujo's?
It has her logo is like a dog. Yeah, she named it after her dog that passed away, I believe. And she makes these crazy coffees. Like she has one that's Lucky Charms, and it is insane. It is
I'd try that.
insane. Yeah,
Perfect for sweet lovers.
yeah. Every month she has like a lineup of
Yeah.
like different flavors.
and she's a pop up.
She's a pop up.
Yeah, because I think that a lot of times with pop-ups, because the overhead is not high, you're not paying rent, you're not paying like a staff, you have the opportunity of being more creative because
which we love.
I mean, obviously we look at our bottom line
Right.
of we have to, but because we don't have that much overhead, we're like, okay, maybe we could try things that are out of the box.
Right.
And I've found
Experiment.
that a lot with other pop-ups as well. Like
Yeah.
who would do a Lucky Charms coffee? Like,
I
you
know.
know, Starbucks isn't doing that.
Yeah, they're not. They're
Although
not.
everybody's doing Dubai chocolate now.
Oh my god.
Should we do a Dubai chocolate wing?
I mean, what do you guys think about like a trend like that? Because like all of a sudden now everybody's like Dubai chocolate.
I
That's
mean-
the longest lasting food trend ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dubai
Ever, for
chocolate. We've tried it multiple times, and yes, it's amazing. But like, it's time to say bye.
Yeah. Pero some places I've seen you
I
have
don't
to
know.
wait like an hour for like Dubai chocolate.
Yeah, I know it's wild.
Yeah,
It's
and
wild.
like I think Haagen-Dazs even has Dubai chocolate.
really?
No way.
I think
Haagen-Dazs
if it's
too.
not Haagen-Dazs, it's one of the big
No, Hang-N-Dazs. Yeah.
one of the
Haagen-Dazs.
big commercial
Ice creams.
ice cream shops that have
I just,
Dubai chocolate.
I feel like as a business owner, you should not open up a business because of a trend.
oh,
That
of
for
course.
sure.
100%.
Because that trend will end at some point, and then your business is like in a
I don't know why
limbo.
when you said that, I thought about like maybe I don't know 8-9 years ago when I saw all these stores opening up these little kiosks in the malls that sold fidget spinners. I remember that, and I was like, "This must be a money laundering situation," because I'm like, "Who the hell has a
And they
long
were
term?
all coquitos.
Who the hell has a long term business plan on fidget spinners?"
hey, they diversified with those little bubble popping things, okay? That was a diversification.
No, and now they have the Labubus. I don't know if you guys have
Yeah.
seen. That's
Oh,
the new
we had a
trend.
whole conversation about Labubus here on the show.
Yeah.
That's a new trend now.
But I think that's now like because now it caught on, so now people are like, no, say no to the Labubu. It's not
I don't know.
on the DL
I'm still
anymore.
searching for one, so I don't know.
Okay, so here's a really obvious question: what's your favorite food? Like what's
Like
your favorite type of food? What's your
cuisine?
favorite like cuisine?
Yes.
You know, like a hamburger, Italian, Asian.
We definitely love Italian. We cook it all the time at home. That's like that's like our meal. Pasta, we make the best pasta, I would say.
There's this restaurant I've heard of, the Olive Garden, that I hear it's really good. Italian
Yeah?
food.
super authentic.
Super authentic.
Super
Nona
authentic.
is back there, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard they
Yeah.
have some fire breadsticks.
Yeah.
that-
Dude, it's
Endless.
the best.
Endless.
And then,
Yes.
Besides Italian, what else do we like?
Burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love a good burger.
Smash burger.
Whether
Smash
it's
burger.
whether it's smash or whether it's like a good Five Guys, like a nice thick patty. Yeah. We're always looking for like a burger spot. That's for sure.
Yeah. I know smash burgers are all the rage now, but they really are that good.
Yeah. They're really, really
especially
good.
when you have a good one. Not
Spec-
greasy. Like,
Especially when it's midnight.
yeah, I think that's like the new midnight meal.
That's
the smash
yeah.
burger.
The
Because
fourth
back
meal.
then you would go to like McDonald's, but like
Or fritanga. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know. I'll go to like if I'm in Wynwood, I'm going to Skinny Louie.
I actually haven't been to Skinny Louie's.
no.
I feel judged.
They just opened one in the Gables. We can go.
They've
haven't
opened
been
one
either.
all over.
I just went to the one in Gables. Had the best. Like
Haven't been either. We can
He
go
went
together.
without me and I was very mad.
And you're still together?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
What
Has
are
there
we doing?
ever been a place that you guys have gone that maybe one of you loved and the other one you thought you were like, meh? No, of course, you don't have to name the. We don't want you to name the place, but
Right.
does that happen a lot?
No, definitely not happen a lot.
Not the place, but maybe like the dish, like a certain
Okay.
dish.
That's fair.
That I would be like, whoa, this blew my mind, and he would be like, oh, it was average, but not like a place. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You think?
No.
Yeah, we both kind of agree on like the places, because we kind of like the same things here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just with the Miami food scene, what are your guys' thoughts on like a lot of restaurants that are not originally from Miami, like a Papi Steak, a Carbone, stuff like that? as Miami food influencers, what is your take on that? On like all these other big restaurants coming down here? Because I think a lot of times now people, especially people that are not originally from here, think that is what Miami food scene is. And
Which that kind of makes me mad because that's so far from the truth. Like Miami has so many wonderful places, and if you're a tourist and you can go rent a car and take yourself to Kendall or Homestead, you can try even more amazing places. You know what I mean? Miami is not just like Brickell or like Miami Beach. Like there's so much more to it. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind going to a Carbone.
oh no, I mean
Or Papi Steak. We think about Papi Steak all the time to get that, right?
the $1,000 suitcase.
Oh my God, that is a show.
party.
I wouldn't mind that once in my life, but it's not like a everyday or every
I
weekend
feel
meal.
I feel like the places you mentioned, people go for like the show to put like they're on Instagram. Oh, I'm here at Carbone.
Yeah.
Carbone pasta is not good. But like I just feel like people go to these places and
Just to flex,
But
I
if
would
you really
say.
come to Miami, you have to try like Latin food. You have to like.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite Latin food places?
Definitely a spot like by my house by the airport. Like
It's a rinconcito that we've been going to our whole life.
for the past like 20 years.
Well, not our 20 years because we're like,
We're actually gonna drop
his
a
parents have been going
Yeah.
for 20 years. My parents have been going. I don't know how we didn't even meet in this spot.
This place,
Yeah.
Like-
damn.
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
It's called Caribe.
yeah.
It's on 7th Street right by the airport. And
By
it's
7th and 42nd.
Aren't they known for the Cuban sandwich
No.
I don't know.
or the medianoche?
No.
I think their medianoche is pretty
Yeah?
famous. Yeah, because they have one. I think they have a second spot in
do.
Hialeah.
Yeah, they do.
and their medianoche is like famous.
But all of the
Oh,
Caribes
I
are
didn't-
different.
Yeah, they're all different.
no,
So
the
maybe
one-
the Hialeah one.
Yeah, maybe
no,
the Hialeah one is like their more famous location. Yeah,
Yeah, but I feel like if you come to Miami, the first thing you should go to is that spot.
is that spot
sure.
because it's right next to
They
the
have
airport.
amazing croquettes, amazing empanadas.
Yeah.
The moro is amazing.
Yeah.
you can't go
Yeah,
wrong.
croquetas. Now that you said croquetas. Croquetas is a very controversial one because people
Yeah.
swear by different croquetas. I mean, listen, I love them all.
What's your favorite?
I mean, look,
Remember, we have
Put you on the
friends in
spot.
all of these.
look,
It's
look,
always-
there's my gosh.
Oh my god, I'm
That's
sweating.
why I'm not a food influencer. Look, there's something to be said about the OG La Canaria croquetas. I mean, to me, when you're talking about croquetas in Miami, there's them. Okay, if there's them, they're up here. Okay, now let's talk about the rest.
Yeah.
What do they
Right?
do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do they do?
It's
like,
just their taste is so like
so
its own thing.
it's
Everybody
perfect
else
every
is
time.
like
it's not
yeah.
greasy. It's like
But you know, like for example, a place that I love their croquetas is Sandwich. Sandwich has fire croquetas.
Oh,
and,
yeah?
obviously their shtick is the sandwich.
Yeah.
But their croquetas are like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people sleep on them, but they are, I think, one of the best.
And then
croquetas.
there's dos croquetas, which is like doing so many different
Yeah.
things with the croquetas.
Yeah, we love
that-
dos croqueta.
So it's like what Jeremy's saying, like, okay, Isla Canaria, get that out of the way, and now let's talk about everybody
Dos
else. And they're all
croquetas,
trying to
I-
play in their own way.
As a wing guy, I hate buffalo sauce. I can't stand it. I don't like
why
it.
we don't have it on the
That's
menu.
why we don't have it on the menu. And yet,
Yeah, we don't like it either.
croquetas, buffalo croqueta, I'm like, give me 20.
Yeah.
And it's so good. I hate buffalo sauce. That's bueno, dos croqueta. Have you had? I talk about this all the time. Have you had their medianoche croqueta?
did we?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
did.
yeah, we did.
Okay,
Yeah, we did.
If you have it, we're on Bird Road.
You need
Go.
to go and have it again because I think there's witchcraft in that croqueta.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure there is because I have my own theory about it. I think they just have it in the back. They have medianoches, they put it in a blender, and then they just batter that shit
Oh
and
my
fry
God.
it. Because when
Whoa.
you have it, you taste all the flavors
Yeah.
of a medianoche. You're like, okay,
the pickles and everything,
the
the
mustard,
mustard.
the pork, the ham, and I'm like,
Oh my
how
God.
the hell is this happening?
Yeah, we have to
Right,
go
'cause
try
you-
it again.
because you don't just taste pickle, right? Which
Yeah.
you would think, okay, that's the most obvious flavor.
Or
No,
like
no,
the
no.
jamon or something.
Yeah, no, it's like super layered. See, I tell them because we know we know them. I tell them, I'm like, that thing has witchcraft. Like, you're not telling us, but that thing has witchcraft.
But then sometimes you want like, a bakery croqueta, right? Like a Ricky's Bakery or a Pinecrest or, you know what I mean? So
Pinecrest Bakery.
it depends. Like that's when people are like, oh, the croqueta. I'm like, guys, there's enough to go around.
Yeah, there is. There's enough mush to go around.
You guys are both originally from Miami?
Well, I was born and raised here, and
I was born in Cuba,
Okay.
but I came to Miami like when I was 4, very young.
Oh,
Yeah, I was born in Cuba too. I came when I was here.
Okay.
No, you know
Yeah.
why? Because I went up to school in Michigan, and when you leave home, you're always like, oh, what you miss? You miss like grandma's food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I miss 2 things. I miss 3 things. I miss croquetas, Publix cake, and Chicken Kitchen.
Oh my God, yeah.
the big 3.
I could jump on that list.
Chicken Kitchen. I was like, I need me some curry sauce.
That curry does not
Mustard
play.
curry.
Does not play. Like, what?
No,
Give me
that
4 of them.
sauce.
Give me
Oh
4.
my God. We haven't had Chicken Kitchen in a long time. Whoa.
I have Chicken Kitchen every single time I go to my parents' house. See, they're always like, ahí viene Daniel con la bolsita de pollo. No, this crazy? That Chicken Kitchen now, I mean, food costs. They monitor how much mustard curry they give you. Do you guys remember there used to be like a pump?
Oh.
Yes.
Then one day from another, it's gone. Like, what's happening?
Now
mean,
they
food
give you
costs
these
are
little,
high.
these little things and you only get 2.
And you feel like a criminal asking for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they look at you funny.
No,
They
no, no.
judge you.
No, I tell them, I'm like,
100%.
give me 4.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. I'm
4
like,
Yeah.
minimum.
I'm like,
yeah.
who has
Listen,
a
if I can
chop
pay
chop
for the
with-
avocado at this
Chipotle?
place, Chipotle, I'll pay for the.
I'm like,
the
who
curry.
has a chop with only 1 sauce?
Yeah.
If that thing isn't swimming in
Right.
sauce.
Yeah, one time my mom went and the guy literally told her like, oh, estos niños, they love to put all that sauce in the arroz. Like, I don't understand. And I'm like, you don't understand. You just don't.
Wait a minute, but this was someone who worked there.
Yeah, somebody who worked
Yeah.
there. They're like, oh, it's a trend for you to like put all the sauce. And I'm like, yes.
You know what?
You don't want it to be dry.
No, it's not a trend. That's what the thing you sell me is supposed to be.
But I
consumed.
think it's a cultural and generational thing because my parents are the same. My parents are like, tú le echas tanta salsa a la cosa. And
Yeah.
I'm like, hello.
Hello.
How am I going to get the flavor?
Yeah, or no, why would I want to eat dry, you know?
To
Like,
me, when I go to Chicken Kitchen, I have mustard curry with a side of rice. That's like, for example, when I go to Samurai, I have the pink sauce with a side of whatever
rice,
of
yeah.
rice. Oh man, the pink sauce from Samurai. That's another thing that has some witchcraft. Have you guys ever gone there?
to Samurai, no.
Samurai, no.
Because I feel that
We've
Samurai,
been to like the other like hibachi places.
Samurai is like an institution.
It is.
100%.
Because
It's been there. Wow.
it's been, not only has it been there a long time, but I think that when you go to Samurai, you don't go to the big name competitor.
Yeah.
you go to Samurai. Well, actually, you know what? Benihana owns them, so we
I was
can
gonna
say
say it's the same company. It's like saying
But there's
when I go
only
to the
one
Gap,
Samurai.
it's
There's only
only
one
There's
Samurai.
only one Samurai.
There's only one Samurai. That's why the wait is always like, an hour.
Yeah.
But you gladly wait for it,
It's okay.
in air conditioning.
At least you're not outside.
Anyway, so bueno, thank you so much, you guys, for being here. I can't stress enough how much I love what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
I think there is a lot of food influencers and content creators, but I think that with a city as diverse as Miami, there's room for everybody.
100%.
And you guys definitely bring your own style and your own shtick to the table
100%.
with
you.
your content.
I think one thing that we want to show in our page is that we're 305 for life. Like, we are from here. This is our city. And we just want to show love to our city and our community.
Well, as part of the city and community that you have shown love to, thank you. You're doing a great job at it, and it comes across very genuine.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you for supporting our business, Ping Pam Pollo. You guys were absolutely
Always.
amazing. So
We're gonna bring his mom, my mom. We're all gonna try those
chicken
chickens.
for everyone.
Chicken con guayaba.
So tell our listeners and viewers. So tell us all your handles, where they can find you, all that.
Well, our Instagram, TikTok. We don't use Facebook, right?
Yeah, you can search up both.
Yeah, you can search us up on Facebook, but we're not really there that much. It will be
Neither are we.
at Gabby, the letter N, Johnny. Gabby and Johnny.
And anywhere, Instagram, YouTube,
TikTok,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah, so
us
guys,
a follow.
go follow them, support them. They're doing great work and really elevating all types of restaurants and pop-ups, and it's really a great sense of community. So thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you for having us. It's so much fun.
Ahora tenemos tremenda hambre.
Yeah.
Sí, ahora quiere comer.
Medianoche croqueta.
Yeah. Vamos a ir a Islas Canarias.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.